Alright, so we are back. We are going to go ahead and create the buying button, and I created a title here so we can create a title of ownership. So you don't have to do anything fancy like this. You can just list these same things: the owner's name, car make, car model, and the color. You don't have in the date of sale. I'll explain that also when we are setting it up, but that's just a quick preview for you. So we will go ahead and try and get things going for you guys. I forgot I tested this out. I will go ahead and delete this group. Alright, that was all I changed. I just added that group to make sure the title picture fit correctly. But now we will go ahead and change this button to buy vehicle. I might create a new style for this called buy vehicle. We're going to go ahead and edit that. I'm a little disappointed it changed our background and stuff. We're going to really quickly go snag that color from here. It has the background color right here. You just gotta drag it, but we'll Control C. We'll just remember it. 091747. We will find our other button right here. It will be listed with the buttons and then whatever you named it. But we got 091747. 091747. We're gonna make it the same as our primary button, so but we are going to shrink the text a little bit, just so we could try to fit all that on one line. Now we can go back to our dealership page. We will turn off our civilian page, and now our buy vehicle fits. Not quite sure I still like that. No padding. Yeah, I like that a little better, just because I noticed on previous apps the font is a little bigger on an iPhone than what it shows up here. So just keep that in mind. It might look different if you have an Android or if you have an iPhone and it looks fine on your phone. It might look a little different on somebody else's phone. But now that we have that, we'll go ahead and add a workflow. We are going to add our button sound. Only when current sell vehicles creators button sound is yes. We're actually going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and add another sound just so you guys can see kind of how it starts to look. I'm just going to select it, Control D to duplicate it. I'm going to name it Button Car Buy. I'm not sure. I was trying to show you guys kind of how I built the app, but that's blackjack, just for anybody who is wondering if you can see this. Just so I could show you how I built the car page. I just used like a paper looking file that was free, so I have a audio file for money sound, so that's why I wanted to set that up. Now we're going to add a data for the user, another button sound. That's going to be a yes or no. And we're going to set it to yes, just because we want it to make that sound unless they turn it off. Now we're going to go back to our workflow and we are going to change this to button sound cha-ching and switch our button sound. See, now we have two. It will no longer automatically put a sound in for us when we set this up. Kind of sucks, but now we will make a change to current users, current civilian. And we will set up another data called title. No, we're going to put this in vehicles just so we don't create a bunch of these. We will call it title owner name. And that will be a type text. Control V, title owners, make. That will be a text. Control V, title owners. This will be a text. Title owners, Keller. We'll do title owners, license plate. That'll be a text. This we are going to really quickly, so we don't forget, put in temp tag, just so when they, because we want them to be able to change their license plate to actually match their car in game. So we want to do title owner, serial number, or I forget, that's what it's called in a, what the hell is that number called? VIN number. This is going to be a text. We want to maybe later we'll come back through and add modifications. So I think that should cover everything for the police. We'll do title owner insurance. That'll be yes or no. We want to, it'll be no at first. We want to do title owner Bolo. That's for the police. Maybe we'll label that at the beginning. That's for the police. That's for the police. That's for the police. I mean, I guess these are all really for the police. they show proof to the police that you actually own that stuff. So now that we have created that, we can go back and edit our button. Make changes to civilian, current civilians. Current civilians vehicles. Now we want title owner's name to equal current user's current civilian. Current civilian's name. That's what we want. We want title owner's make to equal input. I need to check what I set these up as. Manufacturer, car buying, manufacturer car buying model, car buying cost. We are going to check really quick what are GTA's car buying or car colors. We'll edit that. When buying a car. Copy. We're going to now create a drop down in here. Call it color. We're going to select cost. We're going to copy or Control D to duplicate it. Then we are going to move it above our button. We will label it color. Oh, I forgot to change the actual text. Now we will grab this. Actually, this will be a drop down. paste that list of colors in here, and we will set this up as drop down buying color. Now we'll come back to this. I want to set this up to look correct real quick. These are 175 by 22. And they're stored to the left, so what's their distance? 5. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go with that. Whoops. The fuck? I guess we'll drop that one down a little lower. This will be we're going to edit our standard style to solid. Border is going to be that by 100%. Okay, now we got a color. We are going to add a plugin really fast. It will be a random number generator. Random number generator by AirDev. It is in 18,000 apps. Now we are going to look for that in this sidebar. I'm pretty sure it's in Visual Elements. Random number generator. And I think this can be on the main page. Yeah, I'm going to put it on the main page with our howler. It's a pretty tiny one. It's also invisible. So, but we're going to make this is going to be VIN number. And we're going to make our minimum nine numbers. And our maximum 9 numbers of 9s. And that'll make sure we don't have any zeros. I mean, I guess we could do 0, but that is how you set up your VIN numbers. And I think that was go ahead and go back to our button. Owner make will be input manufacturers, car buying manufacturer value. We will do the model. We got a model, didn't we? We made a model spot, didn't we? Yeah, there's a model. We just don't have data for the model. It's going to be a text. Model. We're just gonna add them all real quick. Model Keller. We can license plate, VIN number, so name, model, make, license plate, Keller, VIN. So we need BOLO, insurance, and BOLO. So this will be no. Vehicle insurance will be no. Title owner VIN number will be random number generator VIN number. Wonder if we can format that as, no, we cannot. Our title owner's license plate is going to be temp tag. Whoops. Color is going to be drop down buying color value. Title owner's model is going to be input. Manufacturer's car buying model value. This is all going to only work if our current users, current civilians cash is greater than or equal to current sales vehicles cost. Then we are also going to make a change data, make a change to a thing. It's going to be current users, current civilians cash, or no, it's going to be current users, current civilian. This will be cash equals current users, current sales civilians cash minus current sales vehicles cost. Only when current users, current civilians cash is greater than or equal to current sales vehicles cost. I might be changing the cost to current sales vehicles cost. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave that, see if that works. So now we are going to make a, actually we're going to add a alert to that repeating group so we can tell if we buy the car. It will say congratulations, you have just bought this. Input, we'll do current sales vehicles, make, and then we'll do current sales vehicles model, for current sales vehicles cost. We hope you enjoy your new car. Head over to the DMV in the top right to set up your license plates. And then we're going to do a rich text editor here. And we are going to bold and underline it. Maybe make it a little bigger. This line right here. Bold, underline. Change it red. And that's all we're going to do. Now that should be way smaller. Then we will put a bottom on here of, we'll say 50, because I think that's only going to come down to here. We're going to center that. I think we'll actually have to add more of a bottom to that, but we will see. We're going to make it a little bit wider. Then we're going to change the name to buying car. We'll go to our back to our button. We will show our alert. Buying a car. I'm going to change this to 7,000. It's going to show for 7 seconds. Only when we're going to go here. We're going to right click, copy this expression, and we're going to paste it here. My time did not change. Now I think that should buy our car. Now I'm going to change the name of this to admin to just car buying. Dealership car buying. Or we're going to do manufacturer car buying. Because That's what I did with the rest of this so I could make dealerships later. So now I'm going to copy, or no, I'm just going to add another. No, I'm going to copy this button. And then I'm going to select the repeating group and I'm going to paste it. I'm going to put it above this button. I don't know why it's way up there. We're going to erase the bottom. We're going to make this bottom negative because this is our actual button. And then we're going to move this one to the left here. We're going to change that to save edit. This will be for admins to be able to edit the costs and stuff down the road, or if they mess up. We're going to make this button smaller just so I can maybe squeeze another button in here for selling the vehicles back to the dealership. But this will play the button sound. Current user's button sound is yes. This will make changes to current sales vehicles, car make, car model, and car cost. It will equal input manufacturer's car manufacturer value, input manufacturer buying model value, and input manufacturer's buying cost value. And 90% of the time they're only going to be changing the cost. But we will do that, and then we will put a condition on this. We're going to rename this button first. Car manufacturer or manufacturers admin edit car button. Now we will put a condition on this to current users admin is yes. This element is visible. We're going to right click, copy condition. Below this line we're going to right click, paste condition. We're going to current user admin is no. This element isn't visible. Our layout, we're going to go ahead with that here. We're going to make sure this button is set up correctly. We will copy, click the alert, and then click Control. No, we're not gonna do that. Not yet, anyway. We might add alert to say they did not have enough money later, but no, we'll add it. Right click on the alert and select Control D, or we gotta click, you have to click the actual item also. Control D. Now we have an alert. Buying car. We'll do not enough money. And then we will change the appearance, or change the writing to "You do not have enough money to buy this car." Now we will get rid of the bottom on this alert. And hopefully that will position this alert in the correct spot, and it will have the correct bottom. We'll collapse it when hidden. We will add back the bottom here, and we will collapse this one when hidden. And that should hopefully not affect us. That might actually mess up our bottom. It might shrink our bottom up high. Alright, we're going to have to switch our buy vehicle over. It's minor. So we will switch that to 45, and then we're going to switch it to off of the left. Okay, we're going to add some more. Alright, we're going to go 110. Now let's preview it. That should fix our buying button. Alright, that looks better. I don't know why our width's so big. Maybe if I select our repeating group and change it to 5 columns. me test that on a cell phone to see if that looks fine, because that would look better as the screen gets bigger if nope, doesn't work on a cell phone like that, so we will have to stick to our 2. Our buying our vehicle should work. Now we need to go to our civilian page. Actually, we need to go back to our dealership and create another alert for our Control D, select it, come select this. This will be for our admin to know he made the change. So we can go back to our save button. We got our changes made. We will show an alert message. Buying car admin changes made. I was thinking about setting up Discord webhooks, but we'll save that for another video as this is coming up on an hour. And I am unsure what I was actually going to show. Oh, I was going to create the title page, so yes, we will go ahead and close the dealership. We will create a user inventory button with our choose civilian button. We're going to go ahead and right click on choose civilian, copy with workflows, then we are going to highlight our civilian group, right click on it, and we're going to paste with workflows. This button will be changed to inventory, and we're going to move that above the dealership. Now we will create another group in the civilian page. This group will be our inventory. Now we will, this will be type user, current users, current civilian. We are going to try and make this type civilian. There we go. Now we will make this not clickable. Our layout's going to be, we're going to make it a column, center it, gap spacing of 10, not visible. We're going to collapse it, fade it out. We're going to make it 100% by 100%. Allow vertical scrolling. We're going to make it a fixed or unfixed width, fit width to content. I don't know why it's so small. Oh, I made it 100 pixels, not 100%. Sorry about that. Let's see what we got these groups as. Group dealership, -195. -195. -195. I think we want to go up a little higher than that with these. There we go. We're going to go 245. Control copy. Control V. Control V. Control V. Now we will go back to our inventory and we will create a back button. Drop it down to 40. 40. Come down 5, go over 5. We're going to name it inventory back, or back inventory. And this will make a button sound. Only when current users button sound is yes. Then it will hide the inventory page. We are going to add a text. We're going to put parent group civilian's name, space inventory. We're going to switch this to heading 5. We're going to drop it below our arrow. We're going to center it. Make it a little bigger. Do 250. Fit to width. We're going to go ahead and bring it up, and then we're just going to make it a fixed width as close as we can get to our arrow. Minimum height's going to be 30. We will now add a button in here. We'll call it vehicles. Make it a little smaller. Make it small enough. We got 150. We'll make it small enough we can center it. And if we start to get a bunch of stuff, we can start putting 2 buttons. I'm going to add a top of 30. I'm going to make this a fixed height for a second. Yeah, that'll keep her button down low enough. Because I think it's going to just be a fixed width of 30, so now we can create another group, and we will add that to our inventory page. We'll bring it to the bottom. And we're going to make it a column. We're going to allow spacing of 10. Collapse it when hidden. It's not going to be visible. We're going to center it. We're going to make it 100% by 100%. We're just going to fit with, so just so. And now we are going to add our button sound really quickly to our vehicles. And then we're going to duplicate this a couple times. Current user's button sound is yes. Copy it with workflows, and we are going to click on the group and paste with workflows. We will change this one to maybe food. Or we'll do store items. going to, wonder why, oh, because it's got that top on it. We're going to erase the top, and we're actually going to recopy this one with no top. Select the group inventory again, group inventory page, and then we're going to paste to special, paste with workflows. We're going to move that up. This one we will call button guns. Then we will duplicate again. We'll do addresses. We're going to put that above vehicles. We're at a top of 30 on vehicles, so I'm going to do 40 because I did want it a little lower. We're going to go ahead and click on inventory page again and paste one more, and we will call this one drugs. And it will be below guns. And now that'll kind of give us a small list of things to correctly position our vehicles. This group will be type vehicles. It will be current users, current civilians, vehicles. We're going to make it not clickable, and we will drag it, or not drag it, but scale it up. Alright, let me move this over here. It drives me nuts using this over here, but I noticed last time my face is down over here, so you couldn't really see margins and maybe a few other things throughout the video, but now we'll add a back button to this, or an icon. I like to use icons as back buttons. Change our style. We'll label it back owned vehicles. We're gonna fix it to 40 by 40, 5 by 5. Now we will set it up. Current users button sound is yes. Then we will hide the page. Owned vehicles. Flip down. Okay, we will add a text to this. Owned vehicles. We'll do current parent group vehicles. Title. Owner's name. Just so we can make sure. Just so we can make sure that this works correctly. We are going to center this. We are going to change it to heading 5. We're going to make it 250. And bring it up. Minimum is going to be 30. We're going to do this, I guess, on this one. It should be behind the back button anyway, but now what we were going to do let's look at the dealership page real quickly. I think we may just copy this page. We are going to quickly just copy this text. So select, go back to group owned vehicles, select your text that we just created. We're going to copy it, and then we are going to delete this group. Now we are going to select our dealership group, and we're going to copy with workflows. And we are going to paste it in our inventory with workflows. And real quickly, we're going to change the name of this group to owned vehicles. We will change, we'll just change this really quickly. We won't paste what we just copied from the other group, just to avoid confusion. So we are going to put parent group civilians name owned vehicles. Now we will change this back to our size again. Move it over. To here, and then we are going to fit with the content. Now this will allow us to continue to use our manufacturers, so we will search our owned cars by the name. We are going to change this to we are going to change this name of this group to inventory. We're going to change it to owned vehicle inventory. And we are going to search for vehicles first item. We're going to make this one not clickable. So avoid confusion, I'm not going to do that to the next one really quickly, but this alert can actually be deleted from here. This was an admin alert. I do not even see it, so now we will change our vehicles to search vehicles. We are going to do make equals drop down, manufacturer, and we're going to sort by title owners make. So I think that should only show cars that we own. Our buy vehicle button will be changed to view title, so we can delete this alert. We can delete this alert. We can delete this alert. We can delete this button. That might be changed to a cell later. We're going to undo that. Right up here there's a little half circle. That will undo. We will change this to owned vehicle. Sell. We're going to remove these two conditions. And we're going to change the text to sell vehicle. We'll go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. $63. We'll make this one 63. we're not going to set up the selling. We're going to go ahead and go back to the dealership page real quick and add a photo just so we can see our cars that we own. And then we will come back here. Hide our inventory. We have to make another data field called PD title owners car photo. And that'll be type image. And we can drop down into our dealership, group manufacturing, our repeating group, and that will be our buying button. We'll edit the workflow. And the second one, make changes to vehicle, we will add the PD owner's car photo equals, I have to go check to see what this is called, image manufacturing photo. So we'll select our button again by vehicle, edit our workflow, second step, make changes to vehicle, title owners, car photo equals manufacturer's photo, image, we will do current sell vehicles car photo, then maybe that'll work. Alright, that should allow us to view this. Our own vehicles, we will go ahead and really quickly move this up just to get rid of some confusion here. Vehicles, so now we can change this to current sales of vehicles, PD owners car photo. We will change manufacturers to current sell vehicles, PD owners make. We'll change the model to PD owner's model. Cost will be the cost. Must not have made a cost. going to have to add that. We're going to make that a number. Title owner's cost. And we will have to set that up. This will be switch to an input. We're just going to click this one and control duplicate. And then inside this repeating group, we will move it up below Keller. We're going to change the name to owned vehicle color. And it will be changed to the color, and it will be switched to a text. And maybe we will change that so it is editable here. Now, with that being said, this should, let me make sure my repeating group's set up correctly. I'm going to change this to actually owned. Car manufacturer. But yeah, I think our repeating group is set up correctly. It's only searching for title owner's make. And it should only show stuff for our current user's current civilian. Maybe we will do title owner's name equals sort by title owner's name equals parent group civilians name. This might cause an error here. Owner's color. Oh, I think this can be these two issues are because we copy and pasted that group that is this button right here, which is causing an error. This is still what we're working on, so which this can be deleted and this can be deleted, and this will be changed to button sound, and it will open up a title. Sell vehicle only makes changes to things, so maybe we will actually change this back to edit the vehicle so we can change the color. Did I put that as that? On vehicle color, yes. We're going to remove that. Maybe we'll leave that just so an admin can come here and change the cost. No, we're gonna remove it. Gonna remove it all. Admin shouldn't be able to change any of this owned stuff. I plan to make a button for them to be able to add money and stuff anyway, so if things get too bad they can just get rid of the car and have some money added to them. But with that being said, we're going to create another group inside of our owned vehicles. Remove it down to the bottom. This group will be title, vehicle title. It will be type vehicles. Data source will be do a search for vehicles. First item. Maybe we will bring this up to here. We're going to make it a column for no real reason, as there's only going to be one thing in here. Or actually, no, there's not. 100%, or no, this is going to be 380 by 640 because that's the size I created for my titles. It's going to collapse when hidden, animate, fade out. I'm going to move it up to the top. And when this is disappeared, we're going to allow this to just be 100%. By 100%. And we will just give it a solid color of, we're going to create a new style. We'll call it title. We'll call it car title. And we're going to edit it. And it's just going to be our dark purple color. Just so our app has a background. Now we will add a picture to this. Image to group vehicle title. We're going to set this, this will be title, image title, car title. Our layout's going to be 380 by 640. And that's going to be a fixed height and a fixed width, because that's the size I created my vehicle title. Now see how it covers up all of our other stuff in the background now that we let the back be bigger. But what we will do is we're going to put an input. Actually, we could probably just use text. Where are we at? Group vehicle title. Text. This will be parent group vehicles. Title owners make. And what we're going to do here is position this to be off the center. We need to position our image to be off of the center also. But we're going to position our text off the center. We're going to move it behind after the image, I think. And we will bring our text up on the bottom of our image. Okay, that does not work. We're going to put the text above the image and bring it down, I guess. So what if we put the image above and we send to the back? Now our text has a negative top. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we can move it over. We will shrink it. To 150, and we will make it bigger. We're going to make it a fixed height of 25. Bring it up a little more. Now we will select that, Control D to duplicate it. We will change this to 0. Bring it up. We're going to have to shrink it a little bit, which is fine. No manufacturer should take up this much room. Then we will change the information in this one to this will be the make. Sorry about that. The first one will be owner's name. We'll duplicate this, select it, Control D. It will be the model. We will move it way over to the left. We'll go ahead and make this one the full length. Let me make sure. Yeah, we're hooked to our left, so And we will duplicate, click it, Control D to duplicate it again. This will be our color. Then we will click it, Control D again. Whoops. I am going to undo that. You shouldn't have to undo if you didn't grab it and drag it. I'm going to give it a bigger top. And I'm going to scale it to fit here. And this will be switched to parent group vehicles creation date. Then we will select this, the top one, the title owner's name, Control D. And then we will go to the layout, erase our top to 0, and we're going to add till we're down to our line. We will erase some left till we're looking about centered here. And I'm going to just go ahead and make it bigger because we got the room. Center it on our line, kinda. And then I am going to go to Appearance. I'm going to add another style. Call it Signature. And then I will edit this style to be a cursive. Hopefully they have a cursive text or writing. What's this look like? No. I don't know how to spell cursive. Cursive. Brush script. wish I could find a cursive handwriting. I apologize. I closed it. Maybe a scribble. There's got to be something. This one's a little different. Maybe I can edit it here in the rich text editor. I cannot. Whoops. And now that should, as long as I have this set up correctly, that should, I need to actually set this button up now. So this will display data to our title, data to display current vehicles, vehicle title may need, alright, that should work. Now I need to finish opening that page. Element action, animate, vehicle title to fade in. Now we have to set up the buttons to get here. This should, because we copy and pasted it, back owned vehicles. We're going to make sure we named all this correctly. The important stuff: owned cars, image, owned car, photo. car manufacturer. Own car model. Owned car cost. Owned car color. Now this should work. We'll double check to make sure this works, but it should. Yep. So that gets us out of our owned vehicles. Now we need to get to it. Element actions. We are going to animate owned vehicles. Fade in. This button should work. This needs to be changed to inventory page. And now we should be able to get to our inventory. So we got stuck on our vehicles, so we got to our inventory. Why did that not? Why does that not show? Maybe we set it up, but maybe we forgot to fade in. Maybe it's just on bounce. I do that every once in a while. Group owned vehicle inventory. Fades in. It's owned vehicle. Now we should get somewhere, but first I am going to go to my civilians app data, 1201 Vinewood Hills. That's Tank LaBomb. I'm going to give him 75,000 cash just so I can purchase a car. We'll preview civs. We're going to choose just to make sure Tank LaBomb is our civ. Now we're going to go to our inventory, make sure it works. Albany shows there's vehicle. It shows there's stuff here, but it doesn't show we own anything. So that's a little bit of a kind of a big error. But what if we buy this car as white? We are going to buy vehicle. Congrats, you've just bought this Albany Alpha for $30,000. We hope you enjoy your car. Head over to the DMV to the top right to set up your license plates. We got to set that up still. Inventory, vehicles, Albany. Okay, see, I thought we were going to get a little bit of an error here. Owned vehicles, this will be current civilian. I need to drop this page down first. Okay, so it's the vehicle page. Just re-preview it, see if our stuff's in the right place now. Still no. It says Tank La Bombe. We got a date. We're just, maybe we have to, instead of do a search for vehicles, first item, car photo, and we are going to search based on title owner's name equals current sell vehicles title owner's name. Let's really quickly see if that just pops up a picture. Okay, so that's not correct. Let's make sure we created this vehicle first all. That is why we made changes to a thing. We didn't create a title. So what we have to do is we have to go to our dealership, minimize our inventory. To go to our dealership, go back to our buy button. And we need to set this make changes up to create a new thing. Data, create new thing. It's going to be vehicles. And it's going to be exactly what we set up here. It'll be title owner's name. Make, model, color, make, model, color, VIN, photo. So we got owners, or we got photo first, name, we got make, model, color, VIN. Is it insured? A BOLO. And we need a license plate. License plate will be temp tag. Bolo will be no. Insurance will be no. VIN number is going to be random number generator. VIN numbers. Number. Color is going to be manufacturer. No, it's going to be drop down. Manufacturers, car make, drop down. Car manufacturers, color. Nope. What is this called? Buying color. Drop down buying color. Value. Model's going to be input. Manufacturer's model. Value. This will be current users, current civ's name. And this will be image manufacturer's photo, I think. Okay, that's not it because this is actually an upload image, I think. No, that's image manufacturer's logo photo. Maybe we'll try current sell vehicles photo with this one. I wonder why that does not work. But now we can copy our condition or copy our expression. We'll paste that here. We can delete this, make changes to all of our title stuff. and we will move this over to here. Now we'll check our data because I probably did spend that money with my civilian. Yeah, see, I had 75,000. It's still enough though. Should have 15 left. But now we can close this. We will attempt to try this again. Alright, here's our buying page. We're going to buy a black one. Buy vehicle. It did not pop up our alert. I thought possibly this may cause an issue. And do a search for vehicles. Maybe we will leave this empty and we'll test it now. Nine 8/23. I'm pretty sure, yeah, today's the 9th, so wonder why it says 8th. Alright, but I guess this is a long video. You can see where we're going. The next video I will go ahead and get this fixed up and working. But I'm going to need to play with it a little bit just to figure out what things are doing. So make sure you catch the next episode or tutorial. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.